Here's the problem I hear on repeat. Talented nomads trade hours for dollars, and clients keep buying time instead of results. That pricing model caps what you can charge, invites scope creep, and slowly drains your energy, especially when you're working from planes, co-working spaces, or noisy hostels. If you want to break out of the feast or famine treadmill, you need to sell outcomes, not hours. In the next 9 minutes, I'll give you a practical, AI-friendly system you can use on the road to convert cautious prospects into 8K plus retainers without burning more hours.
Why hours fail? Charging by time trains clients to ask for more of it. Hourly or task-based proposals create two big problems. 1, scope creep. Tiny requests multiply faster than your invoice. 2, value misalignment. Clients focus on activity, not impact, so they resist higher fees, even when the work moves their bottom line. For nomads, that means unpredictable income and constant fires to put out, while you should be focused on strategic work that scales. Outcome contracts flip that script by making success measurable, predictable, and worth paying for. So what is an outcome contract? At its core, it's a client agreement that sells a conservative, AI-informed estimate of ROI, ties payments to milestones and acceptance criteria, includes risk reversal guarantees, and protects your energy with explicit caps and stop-loss clauses. Think 4 components: a conservative ROI estimate, milestone deliverables with objective acceptance checks, a risk-reduced pilot or guarantee, and energy guardrails that limit scope and time commitment. Each component keeps the client focused on results while giving you legal and practical levers to avoid overwork.
Here's a tight 3-step blueprint you can use today. Step 1. Quantify conservative ROI. Use a lightweight AI prompt to generate a conservative projection based on client inputs, things like current traffic, conversion rate, average order value, or lifetime value. The prompt should instruct the model to pick the lower-end plausible scenario and show calculations. Step 2. Structure milestones and guarantees. Break the outcome into 2 to 4 measurable milestones with clear acceptance criteria and a simple pilot option that trades lower risk for faster proof. Add a risk reversal clause, a partial refund or extra work if a milestone isn't met, not a full open-ended guarantee. Step 3. Present a value ladder and price for impact. Start with a small pilot fee that's attractive, then a retainer priced as a percentage of projected near-term upside, capped to protect your time and energy. Let me give you a concrete AI prompt you can use in under a minute. Say to the model, you are a conservative financial analyst. Given the client's current monthly traffic of X, current conversion rate of Y%, and average order value of Z, estimate the conservative monthly revenue uplift range that a targeted conversion optimization campaign could produce in 90 days. Show calculations, use conservative assumptions, and output low, mid, high scenarios. Prioritize the low scenario in recommendations. Use client-supplied numbers where possible, and always label the output as a conservative estimate in your proposal. That single step transforms vague promises into a number the client can evaluate. Now, the pricing structure that actually converts. Offer a 2-week pilot for a lower fixed fee that proves the AI ROI calculation and demonstrates your delivery. If the pilot meets the agreed metrics, roll the client into a retainer priced as 10 to 20% of the conservative monthly upside, with a hard weekly time cap and a stop-loss clause if KPIs trend negative. Always present a price ladder: pilot, X dollars, standard retainer, Y dollars, premium retainer with guarantees, Z dollars. The latter helps prospects choose a risk level they're comfortable with and makes higher-priced options feel deliberate, not desperate. Real-world example. A Nomad copywriter I worked with ran a 2-week pilot for a direct-to-consumer brand. The AI prompt produced a conservative estimate, $6,000 monthly uplift at the low end. She priced the pilot at $4,000 and agreed to 3 acceptance checks at the end of week 1 and week 2, plus a basic guarantee. If the pilot didn't hit the minimum traffic or conversion lift, she'd refund 30% or extend work at no extra cost until the metric was reached. The client hit the agreed metrics, and 2 weeks later she proposed a 3-month retainer priced at roughly 15% of the projected upside, $12,000, with a weekly 6-hour cap, defined deliverables, and an exit clause after month 2 if KPIs lagged. Nobody worked extra hours. The client paid premium fees because the contract framed work as measurable impact, not an open invoice. Scaling this without burning out requires automation, templates, and delegation. Automate ROI estimates with a reusable AI prompt and a simple client intake form that feeds numbers directly into the prompt. Use a template outcome contract you can copy and fast customize. Don't redraft each time. Delegate milestone delivery tasks to a vetted teammate or contractor, and keep yourself to strategic reviews. Finally, protect energy with stop-loss clauses, explicit caps on weekly hours, a maximum monthly cap on iterations, and a defined off-ramp if the client requests work outside the scope. Those clauses save your health and preserve your brand value. Your 30-minute action checklist. 1. Pull a recent client or prospect file and extract 3 numbers: baseline traffic, conversion rate, and average order value. 2. Run the AI prompt I shared and save the conservative low scenario. 3. Draft a 1-page outcome contract. Include the low ROI estimate, 2 milestones, acceptance criteria, pilot fee, retainer pricing as a % of projected upside, and a weekly hour cap with a stop-loss clause. 4. Rehearse a 2-sentence pitch that sells the pilot. We'll run a 2-week pilot for X dollars to validate a conservative revenue lift of Y dollars. If we hit the metrics, we'll transition to a Z dollar retainer with a weekly cap. That's it. 30 focused minutes and you have a repeatable offer. Quick legal note. Always label estimates as conservative scenarios, include caps and exclusions, and suggest a simple legal review for deals above your comfort threshold. Use measured language in the contract. Offer risk reversal, but avoid absolute outcome promises. That small caution protects you and keeps relationships professional.
If you want ready-to-use templates and the exact AI prompts I use with clients, grab the Nomad Retainer Blueprint course. It includes download-ready outcome contract templates, tested AI prompts, and a fillable intake sheet, so you can run your first pilot this week. Test the contract on one active prospect, run the 30-minute checklist, send the pilot proposal, and follow up with the measurable results. Your skills are your freedom currency. That's your high-income blueprint for today. Take one action this week and start seeing results. Charge what you're worth. Build income that supports your lifestyle, not destroys your health. And remember, your skills are your freedom currency.